Hi guys, it's Deb. I'm here to show you something I made. I had spoken about Taking Flight, a book that Yoliebean had showed in one of her videos, and I brought it. And I started making this, and I haven't drawn anything since high school. I was into the arts in high school and a little bit in college, and so I'm sharing this with you, but it has been a long time. But I wanted to try a lot of different techniques that the author had in her book. So this is Blossom. I named her Blossom. Okay, so this was about, let me see if I can zoom out a little. Oh, that's as far as it goes. So this is a collage that I did on canvas. This is the canvas. And what I started doing first was I started doing it like the author had in her book. And then once I got started, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this my way, because I wasn't particularly, into the way she was doing things. And I was like, well, you know what? It's my artwork. Let me do it my way. Whether or not it was going to come out good or whatever, I wanted to do it my way. So what I did first is I drew Blossom. So meet Blossom. Okay, there's a meaning behind her name. And of course, I always have a story. And I drew her down, and actually, you know what I did first? I put down scrapbooking paper. I put it down, and then I used gel medium, the Golden's gel medium, on top of her, on top of the paper. And then I went to draw her, and I had a hard time drawing her on that. So then I figured out, well, in the future, if I'm going to draw, I have to make sure that I draw before I put down the gel medium, so you can learn from my mistake. But I managed anyway. I like the way she came out. She's a little serious, but as I make more, she'll be smiling probably more. So I did the scrapbooking paper first, and then I gel mediumed it. I didn't put scrapbooking paper over here. I would have if I started doing it out my way, but I was doing it the author's way. And then after I decided to call her Blossom, I found these sheer papers at Michael's in the area where they do collage work. And I put down these leaves and some flowers. And then I had made fabric butterflies. And that's one of my fabric butterflies. And then, of course, I had to go to an art store, and I bought molding paste. And this was done with molding paste to give it some dimension. This is the molding paste. Okay. And then I also had to buy some gold mica flakes. That's what this gold is. It's very, very cool. That's this, and you can see it there. They actually put it right on the outside of the container so you could feel it. I'm going to be sending some of this to some of my YouTube buddies, friends, because this is a lot of money, and I'm like, what am I going to do with all this? So I'm going to give some of this out. And then I stamped. I also used on here some... This is the fluid acrylic paints. What this is acrylic paints, but they're watery. They're more translucent. And you can also add water to them. They're very, very cool to work with. And I put some stickles here because I like to define things with the stickles. And then I wrote down here, blossom, unfold, evolve, and flourish. Because this is me in my art. And through YouTube, I'm learning and I'm growing as an artist, and I'm flourishing as an artist. I'm learning more and more, and of course I'm inspired by all of you. So here I put down a leaf that was already cut out, and I just put it down and gel mediumed over it. And I think she came out pretty good for my first attempt, and since I haven't drawn anything since high school, like I said. And so anyway, so this is leading up to what I'm going to talk about now. I'm going to be running Mash It Up Mondays, where we're going to learn how to make an altered book. So here's my altered book. Okay, wait a minute. You guys can say bye to Blossom. Say bye, Blossom. You'll see her again. Okay, so this is the altered book that I'm going to start working in. It's Mash It Up Mondays. Every Monday, I'll be showing you a different technique or another way to embellish or add a page to your art book. To your art book, you could do it any way you want to do it. I'll just give you ideas, and you can pick up some of my techniques, and you can use them in this, or you can use them in your mini albums, or in your tags, or your cards, whatever you want. And what you can do is your theme can be about anything you want it to be about. Every page could be different, or you can do school, or friends, or marriage, or kids, or scrapbooking friends, or vintage, or sewing, whatever you want. Mine's going to lean a little bit more towards vintage and probably whatever I just feel like doing, because it's my book. It's my art book, and it's going to be a personal thing, and make yours personal. So what you want to do is find a book that feels comfortable to you. My book is 9 by 6. I put white paint on the front of it because it was blue, and I wanted to give myself a clean canvas, which I'll probably decorate the top last. And what you want to do is, to get ready for next Monday, is you want to take a few pages, like 10 or 12 pages, depending on how fat your book is, and we're going to be gluing them together. And then take your knife, and take your knife and cut your paper, rather, very close to the spine, but you don't want to go all the way deep inside of the binding. And then you're going to be pulling your pages out. And I ripped out quite a few on the beginning of the book because I'm probably going to embellish a lot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do towards the end of the book, so I didn't go all the way to the end. I think I stopped almost a little bit more than halfway with tearing out. So you're going to tear out quite a bit, depending on how fat you think you're going to make it, or how fat your book is. And then you're going to leave like 12 or 15 more pages, okay, because we're going to glue those together. We're going to be working right on these pages. I might at certain Mondays show you where I took it and I sewed certain things. I might be using a separate sheet of paper that we're going to glue in here. But every week it's going to be either you're going to be working with burlap, you're going to be working with paper, we're going to be embossing, we're going to be stamping, we're going to be sewing. We're going to be using buttons and beads and jump rings and anything that you can imagine. So your homework is to get a book, start tearing it out as much as you want. All right, glue some pages together so you're ready. Go through your junk drawer and take out anything that you think you might want to put in your book. Get your stamps ready, get your laces ready. Get any pictures, magazine clippings, and if you have any special tags that you've been making that you think you might want to put in here, we're going to put them in. I'm going to show you how to fold the pages, how to make pop-ups. And I had made a few tags, and everybody was wondering probably why they're so large. I made them large because I'm going to be putting them in my book. So I wanted them to extend out. Or I might be putting them this way, and I want them to stick up. All right, so get your tags ready. If you have tags that you've wanted to put somewhere, and this is one of the first pages that I started, and I have words here that are going to say dream big, and this is Paris. This is my new stamp from Stamping Up, and my little angel girl and a butterfly, and I'll be showing you how to do all the coloring. Now, the only thing that you might want to invest in are the oil pastels that I've talked about in the past, because these are great to work with when you're doing collage work or working with different medium. I love these. This was going to give you a lot of different color, and you're going to learn to blend, and you're going to love them. It's a new discovery. And that's it. So come join me next Monday, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.